Hello third graders, this is Mrs. Copeland and I'm a math teacher in Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools. I'm going to be helping you with third grade memory joggers. Let's take a look at week 9, day 1, problem C. Use the diagrams to identify two equivalent fractions. We have several things we need to remember. The numerator represents the number of equal parts the problem is referring to. The denominator represents the total number of equal parts. In this example, 6 is the total number of parts and 5 is the number shaded. So we write it as 5/6. Equivalent fractions are two fractions with different numerators and denominators, but both refer to the same amount. You can see in this example that the same amount of the two boxes is shaded and the same amount is unshaded. But because the first box is divided into 4 equal parts, we only had to shade 3 of the parts. Since the second box is divided into 8 equal parts, we had to shade 6 of the parts. Let's take a look at our problem. It says use the diagram to identify two equivalent fractions. So when we look at this, this says 1/3 is equal to. Now we can see that if we partitioned this into 3 equal parts, this part would be 1/3, this would be 1/3, and this would be 1/3, and 1/3 of it is shaded. But we also see another line across the middle to show us that what if we partitioned it down the middle this way? Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts, and 2 of those are shaded. Even though we didn't change the amount shaded, the same amount shaded whether we refer to this as 1/3 or 2/6. Let's look at our second diagram. Our second diagram shows a number line. Here's 0, here's 1. If we look at the top of the number line, we can see it's partitioned into 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. So we can label these with fourths. I always start with 0/4 or 0, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4 at 1. Now the bottom of the number line is partitioned a different way. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. So we're going to start with 0/8, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and 8/8. You can always know you're at the right spot because the numerator and denominator should be the same when you get to 1. So our question is, what fraction is equivalent to 3/4? Here's 3/4 on the number line, so at the same place on the number line is 6/8. So we would say 3/4 is equivalent to 6/8. Thank you, and if you have additional questions about this problem, please ask your classroom teacher.